Hey everybody, I'm James, Mr. Florida Lifestyler himself, and I'm coming to you with another vlog from Florida Lifestyle Group. I'm glad you guys tuning in. Be sure to subscribe and like and comment and all that other stuff. And if you got any more topics and discussions that you need me to make videos of, please be sure to put them down in the comment section and I'll be sure to fulfill them for you. Now today's topic is um how did I get in a lifestyle and why? Um, so this is an interesting story. Well, it's probably as interesting as everybody else's because it's a new how we got into this new experience and this transformation in our life. So, it started back in 2012. I was in by that time, me and my current wife, we was in a 6 year relationship, and it was 6 years by 2012. And we've been through our ups and downs, this and that and all that, but I really ran across the thought of swinging from her being so beautiful and me just wanting to share her. It really it started off first with adult videos, and then as I'm having sex with her and I learned about it and I learned what swinging was, I looked into it and I seen that it was a very good concept that could help relationships last, because I've been raised around a lot of people who've been in a lot of long-term relationships, and they stayed together, but it was infidelity. And also, I could tell that sometimes people can't be themselves when they're with people and in a relationship, which is unfortunate, but that's just how it is. So that's what really, excuse me guys, let me turn this up a little bit so you can see me more. That's what drove me into the concept of initiating it into our relationship. Now, I used to watch adult videos, and of course, if you don't see my wife, she's super, super banging. So it's like, of course, the fantasy came, whoop the whoop, and all that. But alternatively, it was because I wanted to make a relationship model that lasts, that's kind of unbreakable in a sense. And that's what happened. So 2012, after going through all this stuff, I used to be, by the way, I used to be a real territorial guy. But I wasn't really insecure because I always had confidence in myself. So I never really like thought I was less of somebody or anything of that nature. But I did have a real problem with her. My wife. Well, she wasn't my wife at the time, but my woman conversating with other men and other men liking her and stuff. You try to be super save the world guy, but that even with women, that's not like women. We gonna look at women. I'm sorry, ladies. We're gonna look at women. We're gonna like them. We're gonna be attracted to them. We're gonna all that stuff. So that same vice versa. Women gonna like men and all that stuff. So once you get that concept, you really want to flourish in your relationship. Well, if you care about somebody and you don't want the love to break, you find ways to make it work. And I got tired of living in that prison of always worrying about who liked my girl and all that other stuff. So I took the initiative to cultivate this into my relationship. And ever since then, I swear I love it. I changed the lifestyle changed my life. I thank everybody out there who's in a lifestyle with great love and joy. Now, but yeah, that's how I got into it. So I brought the concept up to her. Eventually, of course, there was feedback. We was young. So I was like 25. She was like 21, 22. So it was feedback. It wasn't like, oh, let's be in a swinging relationship. And she was like, okay, yeah. Some people, it does work like that, which is great. Every way is great. No, even my way. But we had to work through it for her to get an understanding, and I had to repetitively explain this to her so she could understand different aspects and get a full concept of what we was looking for. And that is how did I get into it? Because and then why, and it's all in the same batch of this conversation, because it's very important that everybody find a way to have somebody not be confined in love in a relationship. Well, in my opinion, because I don't want to keep being I don't want to be in a relationship where I feel like someone can't be their self or be open or be expressive as they want to be with me in a relationship. Because if I'm with somebody, I really want them to be their self to the fullest. And then and then we trust each other with being ourselves. So the concept of being ourselves build the trust and the love and the foundation that we can stand on. You know what I'm saying? We won't have to hide stuff from each other. And, you know, I could tell you my deepest inner secrets. If you want to explore, we could talk about that. You know, so that is how I got into the lifestyle and why. You know, I could explain. It's probably more I could explain in detail, but it's this is to sum it up. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to go too long on you guys because I'm still new to doing this by myself, so it's kind of like, you know, butterflies in a sense. But I thank you guys for tuning in and rocking with me while I'm on this journey. Okay, so yeah, that is how I got in the lifestyle, and that is why. I thank you guys for watching the Florida Lifestyler Group channel. Happy New Year, and I love you all. Like I love love. I have the most desire for love, and I like joy and unite. I love uniting, so that's why the lifestyle is great. But yeah, so that is how I got into it. And that is why I got into it. All wrapped up in a summary. Maybe I'll make another video on this more elaborate some other time, but that's what I got to give you guys now. All right, man. I love y'all, man. It's late. I love y'all, man. One love. Florida, pineapple life, baby.